day. It's getting on a bit now. It's probably pushing 11 o'clock in the morning. I was in no rush to move off today. I'm here at Norrbury Junction, getting attacked by flies. So it's warming up. Yeah, so I'm at Norbury Junction. I'm gonna today go down to the top of Tyrley Locks. I'm gonna wait there tonight, and tomorrow morning I'll be going down the locks, and Simeon is coming over tomorrow to help me down those locks. It's only 5, but I love the help. So yeah, he's gonna come over and help me down the locks tomorrow. So yeah, that's all good news, isn't it? Yeah. I gave him a call this morning to arrange the times and everything, so 10 o'clock he's coming over tomorrow. I gave him a call from here. Now, although I don't get very good internet or very good phone signal here, it does work. And the last time I came up those locks, I remember trying to stop at the top of the locks, and I ended up by moving on to here that evening, because it was, you know, summertime and plenty of light still, because I had no internet, and I can't remember if I don't think I had a phone signal either. So I'm not expecting one when I get there. So yeah, we were not much to do tonight, so that's why I haven't left too early, and also allowed it to warm up a bit. -2 when I got up this morning, so yeah, white everywhere. So yeah, as I was going to say, get down to the locks. It's warmed up a bit. Still a bit chilly, and there's a bit of a chill in the breeze, but it's quite nice otherwise. And they give it very warm tomorrow. Perfect day for locking. So yes, so here we go then. Let's get down to those locks. It's about 3.25 hours I think it's going to take me. So I should be there around 2:15. Once they're ready to go, I'm going to go and cast off. I don't see any boats coming up. I don't see any boats coming up behind me. So hopefully I'll get past these boats without anything coming the other way. So here goes. Well, there's one thing about it being such a lovely sunny morning. I got plenty of electric coming in off the solar. So I've done my laundry this morning before setting off. It is hanging up inside. I hadn't been moving. I think I'd have put the line up and dried it outside today. But the fire is going. Excuse me. So yeah, it went up inside. It would dry quite quickly by the fire inside. Yeah, it would have been nice to put the line up today. I think it dried nicely outside as well. I always like drying it outside. It always smells nice and fresh afterwards. Let's get down past these boats anyway before a boat comes along. I can now see right down past the bridge, nothing coming. That turquoisey green boat back there, that Morning Star it's called, that used to belong to Paul and Anthony. I know they've got a new electric boat now, but yeah, that was their old boat. It's the first time I've seen it actually since they sold it. Probably the first time I've seen it, because obviously they've got a permanent mooring there, and I guess it doesn't move very often. So I don't see it on the network, and this is the first time I've been down this way for a couple of years or so. Well, I showed you the stop gates, or gates it was, just one, as we came onto the embankment. Well, we're just coming off the embankment now, and this end, there's 2 stop gates, one either side. The gap between them obviously is a little bit wider, so it required 2 gates. I'll show you as we go by. There's one there, and the other one there. Neither would move these days, I don't think. So yes, look a bit on the worn out side, shall we say. Right. Watch out for boats sticking out in the middle of the canal. Hello. Hello. restoration of that canal. At the moment there's a dry dock about 200 yards up it. Can't put the name of the canal now. Gee whiz. I'll put it in at the bottom when I remember. There's Norbury Wharf over here. Chandler's there. I actually went in there yesterday and I got a new air filter for my engine. As soon as I mentioned which one, they got the right one. I've been struggling to get one for ages. Diesel here is a good price at 88p a litre. That's almost the same price as I paid at Wheaton Aston. And the junction inn over there, they don't open Mondays and Tuesdays during the winter, so I didn't get a pint in there last night. Not if I really planned to anyway. I walked down, I saw the sign as it said as I walked by, as I was walking to the Chandlers. Get past this line of boats and we'll get on down towards the locks. This is 48-hour mooring along here now. I could have sworn that used to always be long-term mooring along here. Perhaps I'm wrong. It says long-term mooring still up in front of me, but I thought it was all the way down to the bridge at one day's time. Perhaps I'm just wrong. Perhaps I'm just thinking of somewhere else. I'm nearly at the end of the boats now. I've got another half dozen boats to go by on the right-hand side. That's my right-hand side. Maybe your left-hand side as you're looking at. Well, after that quite high embankment we was on yesterday, and where I moored last night and left from this morning near Norrbury Junction, it's now the opposite. I'm guessing the spoil from here actually went to fill or to make that embankment. Just coming up in front of me, there's quite a famous bridge which has been in all sorts of seen it in movies and all sorts of places. Now, I think this is called High Bridge, but I could be wrong. It's got like a double bridge. It's got an extra bit in the middle with an old telegraph post in it. The old telegraph wires used to come through. I say it's been in a lot of videos, or a lot of been in a couple of movies. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you that as we approach it here. There's a blind bridge. I can't see a thing the other side, so I'm coming along very, very slowly. Because, as you probably know, I can't stop very well. I've actually dropped right back to tick over now, so I can see through. I'm going to give a quick blast of the horn. No, one day I'm going to get an air horn and put on. It's that car horn that's on here. Not exactly very loud. And if anyone's on a boat with a noisy engine like mine, would last time I met tailors aboard was just up around the corner here actually. We're going in opposite directions, and funny enough we're going in opposite directions this time as well. They were coming this way last time and I was going the other way. Reverse this time. Anyway, turn this camera off and make a move as we come through the sun coming through the bridge hole there. We're over the top of it. That's an ash tree there. There's also a lot of oak here. This over here is an oak tree that's come down. I haven't bothered to try and cut that big stuff up. There's plenty of small bits around. You know, I've cut off pieces from here and all left behind pieces from there. You know, just trying to cut up that big stuff and lifting it on and off the boats and splitting it all up. I don't need it. I can get the smaller stuff. It works for me. A lot less work. I've got a few bits stacked up on there. The standing up bits are all the oak. One piece there in the middle. 4 big pieces there. And a load of bits and pieces stacked up here at the front. Yeah, just had a little stop for half an hour and see I've got the jacket off. I was sweating buckets. Yeah, I might have to put it on again when I'm moving, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to make a move and get up to those locks. I'm not doing the locks today, I'm going to get up to them. And I just see there's a boat coming up, so I'll wait for this boat to come by before I move off. Quite handy actually, it'd be a boat to follow through the Narrows. Right, that boat's gone past me. Just told them I was going to follow them. I'm not ever in a hurry, so I don't want a boat really following me. I know there's the Narrows up in front. Gives me a buffer zone, doesn't it? I'll get off the mud here. We're tilting over here at the moment, trying to get off the mud. Fortunately, it's mud and not rocks. There's no scraping sound. But topped up with firewood. I hate to go past it. I've seen so much recently I've had to go past because I haven't been able to get into the side. Oh, I'm warm. I hope it stays that way. I've just put the batteries back on charge. They weren't flat, but I've put them back on charge. The engine's running, and I've got enough solar to charge them up easy as well. So yes, the batteries are back on charge. I like to keep my chainsaw batteries full at all times if possible. Well, I know I did laundry this morning, and I like it to dry quickly. Before it's up by the fire, I've let the fire go out and opened the back doors. I walked into the boat just now and it was 28 in there. Yeah. I want to be able to live in there later on, so I opened up. And I think I made a mistake earlier on. I called that bridge back there High Bridge. Well, I think this is High Bridge, the one I'm just coming up to. Although it's not actually as high as the other bridge. If my memory serves me correctly from as it had brambles growing up through it, I have to assume it's been down for at least a year. Otherwise the brambles wouldn't have grown up through it. See this little shanty dwelling is still here, although it doesn't really look like there's anybody there anymore. I just went past the mile marker back there, and it says I'm a mile and a half from Norrbury Junction. It's a mile and a half, and I believe on Canal Planner it said this was about 10 miles. I remember rightly, so I didn't really look at the route, I just looked at what Canal Planner said. So that means I've about another 8 miles to go. So I've done a fifth. Oh well, it's probably taken me an hour and a half so far, if not more, so I stopped for firewood. Who cares? There. I'm seeing plenty of firewood laying down around here, a nice bit of ash back there. Oh well, look, I can't get really any more on the boat. I must admit, now I'm in the trees and the sun's behind the trees, I might be looking for a little light hoodie in a moment. There's a couple of boats here, I'm just going to get past these boats before I mess around. A couple of boats moored on the offside, probably not legally, but who cares, not my problem. Tree down here in the water, so this is right on the winding hole here. The winding hole. There's a tree down here. Well, there is a little hut and all here. It's a proper mooring. Always something different, isn't there? Look at those funny straight clouds. I'm just passing the anchor in here. Never been in there. I won't be going in there today because it doesn't open till 7 o'clock at night according to the sign, so that's a bit of a waste of time, wouldn't it be? Yeah, never been in there anyway. I've stopped there once and that's where I got hit by a hire boat. Never stopped there since. Puts me off a bit. Anyways, I've got to get somewhere today, so no stopping for pubs. House been here the last time I come by, but it does look quite new. Although I think there was something there, but not that property. I must say I've forgotten about all these moored boats along here. Just going past now for half a mile. I forgot there were so many along here. Last time I come along here was 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. got plans for tomorrow, so I've got to get there. As we're going off down the locks at 10 o'clock in the morning, I need to make sure I get there this evening. The aqueduct goes across that little road there. Look here, the old Cadbury Wharf, where I believe the cocoa beans were unloaded with Cadbury's off of the barges. Don't quote me on that one. I'm just going from memory. So yeah, that's the old Cadbury Wharf here. I just spotted all this wood here, but I'm bumped to the bottom right here. I can't get into it. Yeah, there's rocks all underneath here. That's not good. Just come to a stop and push myself off. I'm just out of gear here. It's a lovely bit of ash, but yeah, I can't get anywhere near it. Shame. Just gone under Bridge 45. This certainly isn't called High Bridge. And they've kept this lock gate here, or this gate for shutting it off in operational condition. That's a new gate there by the looks. Back there where that firewood was, which is only just the other side of that bridge, you see the nice brick lined wall and you think, oh, that's easy, I just moor up against that and jump off. Just hold the boat while I pick up some firewood. Nah, that brick wall was built on a blooming rock bed which sticks out under the canal about 4 foot. Yeah, of course you can't see it in the muddy water. Yeah, wasn't good. I had to really, well, just put it out of gear and just let it come to a settle, and then literally just reverse the back out. And when I reverse, the torque will push the back end out, and then I just drag the front end off. There's our next bridge. Normally always meets up between those two bridges, which is really narrow and shallow. I didn't today. That's the first. Last time I come through there, I met two of the Norbury Wharf day boats all over the place. Didn't have a clue what they were doing. And trying to go so fast all the time. Yeah, it was not good, but oh well. I'm not going to moan particularly. They're out trying to enjoy themselves, I know. It's just that sometimes you think they might get a little bit better tuition before they go out. At least to know when you put the tiller that way, you go that way, and when you put the tiller that way, you go that way, you know. Sort of a basic knowledge of steering a narrowboat. And how to slow the boat down by pulling the throttle backwards. Anyway. All in the past. Let's just continue with life and enjoy oneself. Oh, baby boats. Lily Bell. Louis Bell. Next door to each other. I wonder if they're owned by the same people. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a tractor spraying. I don't think I've moved to the moon. just live in a plastic bubble. That's some form of glamping. I wouldn't call it very glamorous, would you, living in a plastic bubble? But there you go. As I've just come under Bridge 55 here, there's a pub to the right hand side here. I think it's called the Wharf. The Wharf Tavern. Name on the go by. It is here. It's the Wharf Tavern, yes. Just over there. You can't moor this side though. You can't moor against the pub. They don't allow it. They used to years ago. It doesn't look open at the moment even. There's no life going on, not if I was stopping. There's a water point here, and then you can moor along here opposite, then walk up over the bridge. As I say, I'm not stopping. Arrows here now. I don't see any boats in front except for the one I'm following. It says footway closed. It looks like someone's removed the fencing. Yeah. Some people just won't do as they're told, will they? I guess that's the world of today. Unless it's been reopened, but I don't see why they would leave the sign there. But yeah, the barrier look is leaning up against the side there, not closing off the footpath anymore. That's what some people are like. Yeah, it says Bridge 60. As we can see here, the channel has been cut out from the rock. We've got a rock face on both sides. Try and watch where I'm going. I didn't see the sign which says 2 mile an hour speed limit, but I'm sure there used to be one. Definitely one the other end. I've never come from this way before. But I'm only doing about 2 miles an hour anyway, if that. So I couldn't go much faster through this narrow channel if I tried. Well, that's the actual cut out of the rock there. It's still blasted out here, but obviously there's a bit more of a slope to it. A bit more of a bank rather than sheer rock face. We're just coming into now. Tell you what, the temperature's dropped down in here. I was actually quite warm. Now I'm quite chilly in this thin hoodie I've got on. Perhaps I should have put the bigger one back on. I'll be okay. It's only 2 miles of this. There's literally landslides and trees down absolutely everywhere through here. Yeah, how this is staying open at the moment, I don't know. It obviously needs a lot of work spent on it actually to maintain this. But this is right into the canal here. It's big slabs of rock, and that rock face up there doesn't look particularly very safe. Quite a big landslide there. Trees come down with it and everything. Yeah. I don't think this bridge is actually called High Bridge. I mean, the other one we passed earlier was called High Bridge. But this is a higher bridge than the high bridge we went past earlier, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this is the tallest bridge, I think, along this section. And quite a tall one it is too. It's what, 40, 50 feet up there, I'm guessing. The job to steer through here and hold the camera. I'm just about getting away with it, I think. This is Bridge 67. Well, that's what it says on that little sign up there. Oh, 57. I couldn't read. I'm just coming through here now thinking this could be my last trip ever along here. Not because I wouldn't want to come this way again, but all these landslides, trees down, and literally the canal's getting narrower and narrower and shallower all the time with everything falling into it. And the way the CRT say they've got no money for anything, this would cost, well, it's got to be millions upon millions to actually put this really right, what needs to be done through this cutting. I mean, one major slip and it'll be closed off for good. And that's not good for our canal network. There's no preventative work done on it for years, so it's just got worse and worse and worse. Fortunately, we haven't met anything coming the other way yet. There's supposed to be a passing places along here. There's absolutely no way I could get over to the offside and give enough room for another boat to pass, I don't think. There's just so many trees sticking out, landslides and everything. It just looks almost impossible. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Yeah, during the summer this is going to be a bottleneck through here. Yeah, I can see it really being a problem. Boats trying to pass and getting stuck trying to pass each other and things like that. So there's just landslides everywhere. There's one both sides of the canal here. Really struggling to get through it. It's really shallow. Well, I probably should have slowed down a bit, but I was talking to the camera and I'm not quite realising it showed up so much, but yeah. Really worrying. Really worrying. Losing our canals. Well, I'm guessing this is why the towpath should be closed off. There's a landslide here. You can see where people have been past it. Slipping in all that red clay. That can't be very nice. It's got to be as slippery as hell. That's just dangerous. You can see bike marks along there as well. They've obviously wheeled their bikes through. It's quite a landslide. Well, steps up to the bridge. They look a bit dilapidated and slippery and not very good, especially near the top. And there's another tall bridge. Not quite as tall as the last one though. It's tall enough. Well, although it's still narrow as canals go, it's widened out now to where you can at least pass another boat coming in the opposite direction without too much of a problem, which is nice. For all of that cutting there now, I mean it'd be almost impossible. Just so much overgrowth and landslides on the far side. I don't think, well, especially my boat, it's fairly deep drafted and reasonably long, you would never get the gap in between to where you could fit in. So I'm really glad we didn't meet any boats coming the other way. Yeah, it's definitely not nice going through there now. It's still spectacular, but it's a little bit on the scary side. You just see trees sliding, overhanging, mudslides everywhere, rocks overhanging. Yeah, it's something's going to fall again very soon, and that's obvious. Being a little naughty, really. 2/3 of my boat is in the 48-hour mooring. A third of it is in permit holders only. But there's nowhere else to moor. It's getting too late to go down the locks tonight, and I'm meeting Samir in the morning to go down the locks. So guess what? I can't odds it. Unfortunately, some of the other boats moored up here have left big gaps between themselves, but gaps boats won't fit into, you know, like 15-20 foot gaps. Bit selfish, but there you go. Well, that was my trip from Norrbury Junction to the top of Tyrley Locks. Someone will meet me in the morning and I'll be going down Tyrley Locks. And that was 3 or 4 months ago now I filmed that. As you know, I haven't been putting much out at the moment. This arm is still playing me up. I've just taken the last couple of days to finish off editing this. It was 3/4 edited already, so it just took a little bit of finishing off. Anyway, I've managed to do it, so here's the video at last. I hope you enjoyed that, and that just leaves me to say Thank you very much for watching. Trevor out. I'll try to be more frequent videos again.